Dollar signs in the chat if you want to know where the money's at. Dollar signs in the chat if you want to know where the money's at. Dollar signs in the chat if you want to know where the money at. And the money's always fat.
Fat niggas on deck. Welcome to Big Body Cruise Line, the flagship, the SS Indulgence, 7 decks, 5 buffets, 1 Henny-fueled engine, and a Snow Bunny observation deck. This is what Noah would have done if he had the credit. Every stateroom comes with a king-size bed, room for you, your feelings, and 2 snow bunnies in silk robes.
Paint me like one of your French girls, nigga.
We got a casino on board, slot machines with nacho trays built in. One man lost his room key in a game of strip poker.
Babe, why your boxers got casino chips in the waistband?
Hit the duty-free store. Had to get me an FNS Legacy tee. Cop it before it sails away forever at Fat Dot Shop. The pool, salted with tears of haters. One of the fellas saw dolphins off the bow. Big boy froze up, whispered, "They moving like us." The cruise director, named Darnell. He holds jacuzzi board meetings every evening. Deals made, snow bunnies reassigned. The buffet never closes. Restocked hourly, fresh food imported from every island we dock at. Zach and Cody walked so the fat niggas could cruise. Ain't no iceberg surviving a collision with this much cholesterol and confidence. This ain't no vacation. This is intercontinental indulgence. Indulge yourself. Get your FNS Legacy tea at Fat Dot Shop. Hey, yo, shut the fuck up. It's fat nigga season.
Dollar sign fat, not financial advice. Do your own research. Meme coin game is lit. Catch it on Solana. Shout out to the fat boys. Fat nigga tech coming soon. Anyway, let's talk adult stuff. I got 4 stories here for you. I got 4 adult stories here for you. Jobs report came in. The June jobs report came in and says the U.S. has added 147K jobs and unemployment is down. Gee, I wonder why people are getting jobs. Could it be because they're kicking out all the people taking our jobs?
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Surely it wasn't that. U.S. hiring unexpectedly picked up in June as employers added 147,000 jobs despite President Trump's wide-ranging import tariffs, federal layoffs, and immigration constraints. But state and local government hiring sharply boosted the gains. The private sector added just 74,000 jobs. It's the fewest since 2 southeast hurricanes dampened payroll growth in October and possibly auguring a broader slowdown. Average weekly hours clocked by private employees also ticked down to 34.2 and a 5-month low that reflects softer labor demand. However, the unemployment rate fell from 4.2 to 4.1%. So, what field is hiring most now? State and local governments led the job gains of 70,000. Healthcare, a reliable job engine the past couple of years, again drove the private sector additions with 39,000. So if you're in healthcare, it's a good business to be in. Leisure and hospitality, which includes restaurants and bars, added 20,000, and construction 15,000. But job creation continues to center around those few sectors, possibly signaling weaker hiring in coming months. Professional and business services shed 7,000, as did manufacturing, which has been struggling because of the tariffs. Retail added just 2,400 positions. So how long until the Federal Reserve lowers interest rates? The overall solid job gains gives the Fed little reason to reduce its key rate at a late July meeting despite persistent pressure from Trump. So not expecting the Fed to drop interest rates. Bond market shot up this morning following the jobs report. Bullish on America overall, bullish on America on the long term. Microsoft did lay off, what'd you say, 9K? Yeah, Microsoft had some huge layoffs. Silicon Valley, jobs are down. But yeah, and gonna keep going down as they move closer to AI and those white jobs. Blue jobs, if you got yourself a black job. Black jobs up, white jobs down. Blue collar jobs up, white collar jobs down. Okay, so get your children prepared for the future. White collar jobs are not it.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
The future is blue. The future is blue collar. Ripple. XRP. Remember we put that in our bundle a couple of weeks ago? They applied for a U.S. banking license, and this follows Circle. Circle also applied for the banking license, but the big story here is they applied for a master account with the Federal Reserve. Garlinghouse says this access would allow us to hold RLUSD reserves directly with the Fed and provide an additional layer of security and future-proof trust in RLUSD. Now, on the outside, it looks like great business moves, and it is. Keeping your reserves directly at the Federal Reserve, it means that people can actually trust, since the Federal Reserve is the lender of last resort, people can actually trust your business since you have the Federal Reserve as the lender of last resort. However, ladies and gentlemen, what does it look like when you have a stable coin, and a stable coin is directly connected to the Federal Reserve? Hotep's been told you. Anyway, Google rolled out new VO3 tech. They got new VO3 tech. Some of us been playing with it for a while. Yeah, exactly. Google has officially launched VO3, its latest and most advanced AI video generation model for users around the world, available in public view on Vertex AI. So I know some of us have been using it for the past few weeks. So you're wondering, like, I thought we were already using it. Well, it's basically rolling out to the rest of the world. It says here, unlike earlier versions, VO3 can now produce videos that not only look realistic, but also feature synchronized soundtracks, including dialogue, ambient noise, sound effects, and background music. VO3 synchronizes video and audio in a single pass, ensuring that visuals and sounds are perfectly aligned. The model captures creative nuances such as lighting, shadows, and realistic movement, simulating real-world physics and believable scenes. Users can generate videos with native sound, making content more immersive and engaging. Simply describe your vision in a text prompt, and VO3 generates an 8-second high-quality video clip ready for further editing and immediate sharing. Now, with the rollout of AI mode on Google, your Google investment is safe. Not financial advice, do your own research. So if you're invested in Alphabet, life is probably going to be pretty good because Google felt threatened by search. But now they added AI mode, which I don't understand what took so long to put that together. They were probably being greedy. I think Google was being greedy and saying, like, we want people to pay for Gemini. And then everybody started using ChatGPT for search instead. So they're like, okay, so we're just going to have to make this free. So now AI is just free. Anyway, let's take a look at that Ripple chart. I forgot to take a look at that. I want to take a look at it. Here we go. Let's look at this bad boy right here. Let's go to the 1 day. So this is the 1 day. You saw here, we had this nice little spizzy hike. It pumped on the job report news. It dumped down and it's headed right back up. You're looking to grab Ripple right now at $2, around $2.30. If we look at the 5-day chart, it's trending up. If we look at the year-to-date chart, it looks like a stable coin. However, if we zoom out to the 1-year chart, yeah, November, you could have got Ripple for 50 cents. It's now trading at 2.2. Okay. Look at the 5-year chart. It's very jumpy. It's pretty jumpy. But sky's the limit for XRP. A few weeks ago, we did add it to our index. I was extremely bullish on it, mostly because I think it's the Illuminati coin. And when you bet on the Illuminati, you can pretty much stand the reason that you're going to win. Not financial advice. Do your own research. Yes, we are going to make it. We are definitely going to make it. OpenAI. So if you're an Oracle investor, you may have saw a boost in your Oracle investments this morning, and that is because of this plan from OpenAI. I can't wait for OpenAI to go public, if they even do go public. I'm not sure. But OpenAI has invested $30 billion. They are behind a $30 billion a year Oracle cloud deal. 4.5 gigawatts expected across multiple data center sites. So it says OpenAI is still planning to build its own data centers, which is probably in their best interest. But it says it also plans to develop a Stargate data center campus in the United Arab Emirates with Oracle, NVIDIA, Cisco, SoftBank, and G42. And it says here, OpenAI is behind a recently announced $30 billion a year cloud deal with Oracle. So if you got Oracle, I know many of you are Oracle investors, things are looking up for your portfolio. Things are looking up for you, your portfolio. We're going to talk money in the next segment. Shout out to Alchemist. Appreciate you.